Hi guys, welcome to my video. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Fisayo Longe and I am a fashion, travel and personal development blogger, content creator, whatever you want to call it. I am also the owner and creative director of a clothing brand called Kai Collective, and today I'm going to be speaking on how to blog on a small budget. This is a question that I get asked so often, and I think it's a bit of a shame because when I started blogging, it really wasn't about like who is, wearing the most designers in their photo. It just wasn't all about designers. You did not have to have a Gucci bag. It was all about creativity. It was all about starting where you are and making the most of what you have. And I would like to believe that that is still what it is. And I know that that is still what it is because some of the most creative people that I follow on Instagram do not have feeds full of designer stuff. It's not about how much material stuff you have. And I know that we're wearing clothes, so money is important because you need money to buy clothes, but it is just not the full picture. You can start where you are with what you have. So I guess the first important question is, why do you want to blog? Why do you want to have a fashion, travel and lifestyle blog or website or Instagram, whatever you want? Why are you doing it? Because if you're doing it because you feel that you have a unique point of view and you feel that you have unique talents and skills that you want to share with the world in the areas of fashion, travel, lifestyle, whatever it is, then it wouldn't really matter that you have a small budget. Obviously, with everything in life, there's constraints, and if you had a bigger budget, maybe you would be able to do more. But my point is that the fact that you have a small budget should not hinder you from starting now and making the most of it. You can be a successful blogger without tons and tons of money. And a lot of people do it. A lot of the biggest bloggers today did not start with the things that they have today, and those things came because as you grow, you get more free stuff, you get more opportunities, you get paid more, and then you can afford more expensive things, and then you have more resources to improve your work. Really, money isn't what makes you unique. If you really think about it and you think about your creativity, it doesn't really have that much to do with money, at least to begin with. I know that, the bigger you get, the bigger productions, these things require bigger resources, but to start with, you really don't need to have that much money because a blog itself is not very expensive. A hosting platform is not expensive. A YouTube channel is free, like the actual stuff you need. And these days, a DSLR is great. It's fantastic. I love my DSLR, especially for travel photos. That's what I'm filming on right now. But I also film and shoot a lot on my phone, on the iPhone or the Google Pixel. Phones are so great these days for photos that you, for some time, until you do start generating income, you can actually get by shooting on your phone. And then in terms of your shoots, your friends, your family, anybody around you, you can ask to help you with your photos. You don't actually need to pay a photographer to take your pictures, especially at first. But what you should also do is that you should find like-minded people. So this is what I did when I started. I had a blogger friend and we took pictures of each other. I know that it can be quite difficult to build a community. So if you look in the description box below, I'm not sure where you're going to be watching this, if it's on YouTube, which is where I plan to put it. On the description box below, you'll see a link to clanofcreatives.com. If you sign up to Clan of Creatives, I have something coming that's going to enable us to build a community, and you're going to be able to find people near you who you can link up with, take photos of each other, and just like grow together and build community really which makes all the difference, because when you're going through the early years together, you can share tips and you can help each other, and it really just does make so much of a difference. It's just really about thinking creatively. What kind of content can I make that's within my budget? Something I like to do, because I actually really do not like spending a lot of my money on clothes anymore. When I moved out of my old house, I realized that I just had so many clothes and it made me sick, and I was like, I'm not spending money on clothes like that until I get the rest of my life together. So something I like to do is show how to wear one item in a lot of different ways. So like 3 ways to style a leopard print dress, 5 ways to style a fur jacket. It's a really good way to get the most wear out of your clothes, but it also challenges you, brings out your creativity, and it's content that is valuable, you know, that people can refer back to. And this is the kind of content that you want to be creating, valuable content that people will want to share with their friends and their family. And that is the exact type of content that is going to help you grow. Another thing which you can do as you continue to grow is actually ask brands to pull clothes. So I know when you don't have a lot of followers, you might not feel that you're at the point yet where you can ask brands to pay you to create content for them, and that's fine. Although I will say that don't underestimate the power of your following, especially if you have an engaged audience. But to create an initial relationship with the brand, it's a good idea to contact a brand and ask if you can pull some clothes from the brand to create some posts. It is such a good idea because you create that relationship with the brand. You're giving them free valuable content, free valuable promotion, and in exchange you're getting clothes. They might allow you keep them, they might, you might just be pulling it for the shoots. It depends on what you agree with the brand, but you're getting clothes that you can use for your posts. And the key to this is great content, great quality content. Brands will be happy to partner with you if your photos are in line with their aesthetic and if your content looks great. Even if you don't have a lot of followers, it is still free publicity. So if they like your style, if they like your photos, they will be happy a lot of the time to loan you clothes. If you think back to the most popular posts on blogs like 2, 3, 4 years ago, they were DIY posts. It was bloggers showing you how to DIY like glitter shoes, or one time I did how to DIY like spikes on Vans. I don't know if you remember when like Vans with spikes on them were really popular. There is so much that you can do with whatever you have right now, and I am so big on creating value for people. And to do that, you really don't need that much money. What you need is your creativity. Your creativity is really what is gonna make all the difference. Money is good because it's easy. You know, if you have money, you know that you can buy the Chanel bag. People love Chanel and then they're gonna like it. But to really build that core following of people who respect your craft and who actually refer back to your work to help them, and this could be, anything from just showing people how to edit photos. It could be your words. It could be how you connect with people through the words that you write, through the stories that you share. You really don't need a big budget for those things. When it comes to the things that really matter, the things that connect people to you, because that is what really makes you an influencer. It is the connection that you have with your audience. You can't buy that, and you can't place a figure on that. If you're blogging, chances are that you're pretty good at taking photos. If you have a professional camera, I think I can offer small businesses to take photos for them. I can do some styling. If you're into interiors, You can look into doing interior decorating, offering that as a service, interior styling. Really, under blogging, there are so many different skills that you can monetize. And that is what I absolutely love about using a blog as a vehicle to building a great career, because there are just so many skills that go into blogging. So I've been a stylist, I've been a photographer, and every time I have gone out of my way to better myself and make sure that each skill I am doing to the best of my ability and I'm constantly improving. And you don't need any like high number of followers to be able to start monetizing your skill. You can literally start that immediately. All you need to do is build a portfolio, on your website, build a portfolio on Instagram where you can show people your work. And that's really all you need to do. So I hope this video has helped you. I just want to encourage you not to think that you cannot do this because you don't have a lot of money to spend on it. Think out of the box, be creative. That is the fun, that is the challenge. How can I do the most with what I have now? My favorite quote right now is do the most with the least. If you learn to do the most with the least, when you have more, your work will just be spectacular. Finally, you do want to think about how to monetize your content ASAP. What will really keep you going in this career, even though I really think that you have to do it for more than the money, you have to love it, but nothing keeps you going more than your efforts being rewarded. So you can think of, how do I monetize my content? How do I monetize my skill ASAP? And from as little as 1,000 followers, you can begin monetizing your content. I hope you find this video very helpful. I hope that I have encouraged you to start now with what you have. And as I mentioned earlier, if you are looking for a community to be a part of, sign up to clanofcreatives.com, and I send regular newsletters, tips, all sorts of resources to help you on this journey of becoming a great content creator and turning that into a great career as an entrepreneur. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you soon.